back with another video. So I don't know, I was just picking up on this energy because somebody was coming at me strong this morning or this rising. Like, come at me, bitch, I'm unbreakable, or I'm this, or something like this. I'm like, who is this? Because I feel like a masculine energy is a little salty. I don't know. I don't be knowing, y'all. I don't get the message until, because I just go in them fucking videos. It's no, you know what I'm saying? I just could see through these motherfuckers, and it just is weird. I don't want to have to do this, but I feel like somebody's stepping in here. But you know what? I'm just doing this live. I'm on my way back from somewhere, but we're gonna get cards out. All right, but it's like somebody put you in a bubble, you off or something, or block you off, and then now you can't see nothing but yourself, and so you gotta stand up for yourself because you see the attacks or the attempts. So I was scrolling down my feed, right, and I seen Simba, and you know, usually Rafiki is like trying to bop him over the head and say, don't think about the past or whatever. You know, you gotta move on into the future or whatever. He hit him and he's like, ow, that hurt. He's like, yeah, but that already happened. Oh, well, that's kind of familiar. Anyways, I just seen a little marker in somebody's yard that was in my feed. I mean, in my reading the other day. Anyways, and he's like, yeah, don't look back or whatever. But y'all know I can't stand that because it's a lot of shit that's left back. Now, everything don't have to be tackled, but there's some shit that need to be tackled because it got something to do with somebody's pockets. And don't nobody fuck around with their pockets, so why the fuck you gonna fuck around with your pockets? And why they gonna fuck around with your pockets? So, these motherfuckers is trying to stop somebody from even existing or living or just saying, oh, okay, that was a lost motherfucker. I'm gonna keep going. You know, you wake up with that energy, oh, some motherfuckers stole buku fucking cash from me. You understand? And they all just hiding in my face, still trying to exploit my life, still trying to mock me, still trying to behind my back because I can't get access to where the fuck they at. It's that kind of energy, right? So I was looking at my feed and I seen the Lion King. I seen Simba hugging Rafiki, but it's just like the way that his hands was placed. And I think I reposted it, okay? It's the way that his hands was placed. I think like one was like in front of him, and then he had his wand in his hand in the back. You know, the little wand that Rafiki carry around in the Lion King. And it was stabbing Simba in the back, okay? So that's why I said there's something else here. You know, and I don't know why. I just seen, like I said, I was trying to think, okay, so who's the Rafiki? This had to be an older man. There's an older man, like a scholar, like a, you know, like a Elijah Poole, like a Farrakhan, like a, it's an older wise man or something, right? And then I start thinking about this daughter energy of a daughter that was with the empire with a masculine all her life. She grew up with him, but there could be a daughter, another daughter that, or she was jealous of something or the way somebody else was being treated. And so she ended up poisoning his father or whatever and try to take over the empire, right? And so, yeah, I hear somebody saying, this ain't no just I seen in a movie. This is shit I experienced. So somebody could be trying to say, somebody is doing something. They trying to threaten somebody low key. Like, yeah, you know, because I use a lot of reference to media because, again, I feel like that's one of my, as a Venus energy, I feel like that's one of my primitive energies. And then again, it's like almost a first date or something because they were siphoning information from Venus even then by putting that head contraption on her, right? The little thing, if people are like, oh, that's Bantu knots, but it's all on her face. It's all around the back of her head. It's all wrapped around her in a weird way. That's not a fucking hairstyle. That's an apparatus or something, right? So it's like Venus is motherfucking, it's the muse or something like this. It's something weird. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, wait a minute. I always can't stand that part of the movie when he tell him, don't think about the past or whatever. Because it sounds like the tarot community, right? It sounds like somebody that multiplied my gifts and gave it to a whole bunch of people that was jealous of my gifts. It's like a jealous bitch that is still fucking around and trying to, it made me think about, I kept on thinking about the strength card and how it came out so many times last night in that one little pile. In the reverse, in the upright, so and so, so forth. The woman sitting on the lion's back. Because it's not even something, it's about control. It's like a bitch want to take the head bitch or take God, and you want to sit God down, and you want to sit on God's back. And bitch, you about to get your whole life removed. You understand what I'm saying? And then also to take in some men or something like this that belong to me, and also raise yourself above. But again, there's something aspect here, because it have to be that these people have some kind of equipment or something. These are not, this is intelligence. This is alien, whatever. This is some type of intelligence, right? That if it's that thirsty, a queen of cups, like I said, that younger or that smaller queen of cups that was looking in the cup was a spy. Other queen of cups was the more mature energy that was just she just was. And then the other the strength card was right below that, and that person was sitting on that person was sitting on the lion's back, trying to keep somebody down. Okay, there's something going on, like a ceremony, plans for a wedding, plans for some kind of heist or takeover. It's something, somebody's about to buy somebody's doing something here. All right, somebody's hiding something. Somebody's doing some updates in one of these laboratories. Is something the fuck going on? I heard the song "Be Free," and it's like it said something about over several. I heard right after that in my dome, it said over several dead bodies. So it's something about this community is always talking about you got to give something up. It's about to be a loss. Because about that embrace, it was something like, it was like good to see them hugging or whatever. But at the same time, I could not stop looking at the way that the handle was sticking in the back of Simba. So somebody took something and drove it in somebody's back. This is like a this could be a newer energy that's playing a part of the old wise man. Excuse me. Since somebody else is not on the scene anymore, it's something like this. But I also feel a presence. At the same time as I was looking at that image, I felt a presence testing something, some missile energy, like somebody was testing something. To see what we see over here. Because I feel like, you know, maybe if people go through a process when they cross over of memory loss or something. Because I feel like not only does this woman in the light, because remember, I think last year or somewhere around last year or the year before, we was doing a lot of videos about that strength card, saying that was a handler or manipulation, and that somebody was in the hospital with somebody, or somebody was around somebody when they died, and it's like they finished them off, like they gave them some pills that like dude did the Michael Jackson, or you know, allegedly. Or it's something like somebody smothered somebody, they was weak and they was already in a coma, or something like this. But there also could be somebody coming out of a coma. There could have been some type of battle or something. We seen that, a quarrel or a battle, or some type of dominance, or something about dominion. This could have left one person dead and one person in a coma, or one person dead and one person in a mental prison, or one person dead and one person in prison. Somebody could have even blamed it on that person, like using mind control or brainwashing, and said, yeah, you did this, but if you just marry me, or you just some bitch is thirsty that they had to go through all this to try to get somebody else's man. This would be like me having a fake sister or a half sister, or growing up apart from some parents, or me being the muse of a masculine energy, or me being a first wife, a young wife. This could be a Muslim man, me being a first wife of this person. See, a lot of this, we think that it's about, especially in the Black community, we think that it's about somebody wanting to have sex with a little girl. This is people latching, some of these people latch on to these younger women and men or whatever to, again, steal that African energy, to siphon energy. They can see the light in you. That's why these women also leave from the men and they try to come to me, because I will be the last one holding the light or possibly the truth about this story. But this will make me the richest out of all these Cabbage Patch Kids, because that's where the fuck I'm supposed to be, the alpha energy. So this is a whole bunch of the people that work for the company it was a secret. Whether this is a sister, wife, or whatever the fuck this is, it was a secret. I'm the one that's supposed to be at the top, and I'm the one that's not supposed to know. This is that Muhammadan / Yeshua energy here. Okay? It's something like this. So I was thinking about that movie Peppermint, when the girl found out that somebody had killed her whole family or whatever. And so she went and she killed all those people. But the point is, there's a mixture between that and that movie, The Reader. There's a couple of these girls out here that sacrifice their whole family for fame or to be on top or just to get rid of some dead weight or something. And like somebody like me, I'm contemplating, like, you know, at some point in time in this journey, I'm like, if shit keep getting hectic or hot, I might have to walk away from my whole family. You know what I'm saying? So these motherfuckers that are being moved away from their family or choosing to walk away from the family, or there's some people that will end the whole family, you know, or end somebody in the family that they feel like is in their way. Now, I'm not talking about this could be with words, right? And then I feel like the Holy Spirit is shameless or blameless because she's the only one that been in some type of bubble. The other children that was created by this feather or whatever this is, it's almost like Stranger Things. They didn't get their powers taken away. They promised that after he died, they would kill her. So the bullying and shit has been going on. I feel like it started off as monitoring, people scared to see if somebody's gifts were kicked in and they would be able to remember or recall or know what happened. And then I feel like it turned into some mocking shit because somebody wanted somebody else's person. Like somebody could have even came up to your man or something like this with some kind of packet or something like this and said, well, this is the deal. You know, this is the person. Now, if this person been watching me in secret of my life, if they've been able to view me, whether these are highly intelligent energies or they're using some type of place, a domain or something where they watch me, this is somebody that knew that they was your sister wife. They knew that they was your sister. They knew that they was your aunt. They knew that they was your friend or the best friend of your dad, or they knew they was your Siamese twin, where the government or another agency hooked these people up to some kind of monitor so that they can watch everything you do. They knew this. This would be somebody that would be going against all, this is like somebody, the president's bodyguard, #1 bodyguard, leaking information to another country. It's treasonous. So even if I had black cat, if I'm a Sekhmet or a Queen of Wands energy and I had black cats, them bitches supposed to take that shit to the grave. But somebody wanted somebody man. And somebody tried to figure out or go in somebody's Akashic records and get information or something like this that would make a man go against them, take the money and take them. You understand? This a thirsty ass bitch. This a thirsty, hateful ass bitch that wanted to. But see, I feel like whoever this is, whatever this is, there's models of us that they can't kill or something like this. So they hoping you just hurry up and just leave, or they could shoo you off or something, because even the government can't kill some of these models of these motherfuckers. And it just may be how God set it up, because they think they mathematics. They think they into mathematics and they think they intelligent and shit like this. But God is the all. They looking at Rosicrucian, they're looking at Catholic, they're looking at Baptist, they're looking at Muslim, they're looking at this or Buddhist or something like this, and there's an all motherfucking energy that see all y'all asses. And so it's something like this, all right? So somebody want to challenge you. This could be somebody that's already maybe even I don't know, they could be pregnant or they could have did this person wrong. And I feel like they got a masculine energy feeling like you did this. Just like they have some children thinking your mom left you. She hated you. She didn't. That's why we brought you here, because and that's not the case. These people slid these children from underneath your nose, replaced them with other children, and kept them because they knew your children was gifted, or if they came from you originally. Or some of these women, some of these sister wives could have had children, accidentally got knocked up, and then they needed a place to put these children, okay? And they use your womb in order to put these children. So this is a different race group. This is they might be of the same soul tribe or the same circle, but they tried to raise themselves above God. That's what they did. Even if I'm someone that somebody was testing on to see, this is the one that we built the best. This is the prototype. We're not going to do nothing to upgrade this one. You know, this going to be like an OG energy. This one is built to burn. You know, the rest of them are going to take over in the future because they keep getting these upgrades. But it's almost like God's energy. God made this energy first before anybody even fucking tampered with me. So it's like you it's like whatever the fuck you created in the image of what God already created ain't got shit on what God already created. It's like these people getting chips or whatever the fuck they're doing, but God also does shit with your DNA and do things to resurrect or bring back or bring to life or bring to light. There's also somebody, there's some energy or something that's split. They might be being it, waking up, seeing the truth or something like this. I don't know. I don't know. You know, I feel like the smart thing to do, I mean, somebody could have been also, I was picking up earlier that somebody could have also been trying to create something in their likeness that you would think is appetizing or eye candy that you would jump on and say, okay, if you're not happy with the model of individual you have there, because they trying to act like this is not, and see, this is what I'm saying. It's a couple little things that they could have did to dishevel me at some point in time, to seduce or something, right? The situation. Like just fake give somebody a job that make a better than what the fuck they would be making just sitting at in a small town USA working at a grocery store or Amazon. Somebody could have did something else. They could have also been sent in another energy to take the place. They could have been listened to the request that somebody is done with this vassal or this being that's in front of them. If all this shit comes with, why you gonna leave the same energy there with the person that's still gonna carry that same energy when you know that you already have 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 of them created? You could have just gave me a new one. You know what I'm saying? And I could have just started the fuck over with that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not trauma, it's just ill. All this is attached to that body, that vassal, and I'm the top motherfucker right now. And you mean to tell me I can't get no alterations? You mean to tell me you couldn't accidentally have a motherfucker bump into me and mac me down and shit like this and have some shit easy for me to move from A to B so I could just, you know what I'm saying? That if you really wanted me out, you see what I'm saying? This is about control and messing with somebody's life, and you fucking with the wrong motherfucker over here. Cause I could keep. But when I feel like you trying to overpower me or some shit like this, bitch, it's bound to happen because that's not how I'm made. I'm not made to be, I'm a abiding motherfucking person, individual or being or a citizen or whatever the fuck this is. So, you know what I'm saying? It is not in my blood to just go fucking with people or nothing like this out of nowhere. It's really written in my heart, my mind, my body, and my soul to be of God or like God. So, you're fucking with the wrong, if you're trying to get another response or something like this. And again, as a God, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do with my body when I want to do, and anything that's available on this earth, I'm going to use it, especially when it comes to healing myself from some conflict or something that somebody afflicted me with. And then I'll just take my fucking chances. But at the end of the day, I choose not to sedate myself with drugs or alcohol or something like this. And these are people that are addicted to power, addicted to money, addicted to alcohol, addicted to drugs, addicted to pussy, addicted to dick. And these is people that's addicted to these things. You see what I'm saying? And then they mad at me. No, you probably want to look at yourself. And some of these people are not. But I tell you one thing. If they looking like they're risen above me, they're addicted to one. Or addicted to manipulating me or keeping me in the dark or overpowering me or acting like a father figure in the eyes. These are peers trying to act like they my fucking daddy or something like this with the technology, or because I'm the only one that was raised outside of the compound. You understand what I'm saying? Whether that's a mental compound or if this is a facility. So these people will have access to some type of facility or something that I don't. And so they're in there every day trying to figure out how to fuck with themselves and upgrade themselves and also how to mess with me. And that's a problem. How to hide things like money or finances that have been swapped out or something like this. You talking about legacy. None of these people was on the path with me. Most of these people are mute people. They don't really look like they have no inspiration. They don't want to do nothing. They don't have no creativity or nothing. And all of a sudden you want to act like you more creative or more this or more that or more that. And then you want to slow down other people and try to act like they ain't got it like that. You want to slow down a motherfucker, act like they ain't creative. Like I ain't just create a whole bunch of shit that you even dealing with. You understand what I'm saying? It's just in the subconscious or something. It's just not in the physical. There's something about somebody's IQ being above the fucking charts. Not even the stupid shit that they give you in school with these IQ tests. Somebody is a fucking genius. They're a fucking God. It's just hidden within them. Somebody is resting. And there's something about these fools that think they're above somebody because, like I said, they have access. So if this father was controlling whatever this was, this whatever this is behind the scenes, now these peers are, and it just happened to be a spouse that was mind control or kidnapped or turned on you, a bitch that they chose to do it with, a crew of people that they grew up with, or something like that. And they trying to act like you ain't come from the same hood that they came from. They trying to act like you didn't go through the same struggles they came through. They trying to act like I ain't never treated like this will be a little bitch that been spoiled all their life, or they got things they way all their life, this sister, by living with the father. And that's why the father left everything to the other daughter that didn't know nothing about this, so she could have a fighting fucking chance. And you gonna try to steal that too when you already that's what I'm saying. Even this could be coming to a company. This is where like a religious group meets the mafia, or the gang, a religious group meets with the gangs or the streets, or a certain people that come from this greens or something like this, where they could have also got control of some type of mafia boss energy or something like this, another feather. It's almost like they just turn all these feathers against this child. It's weird. It's weird. And somebody took about 3 fucking inheritances that was major for me. Meaning that I wouldn't, this shit that people talking shit when they looking at me in my house, they wouldn't even be able to say none of that, because I wouldn't even be, my lifestyle would be totally different than what the fuck it is right now. You think I'm gonna let that shit go or be quiet? And then you try to stop me from even having a platform to speak, or you try to stop me from even having money in my fucking pocket so I can buy shit, while you watch me and mock me in front of a bunch of motherfuckers. You niggas is sick. You bitches better get together and find out who you want to sacrifice. You better get together and get to find out who the fuck you about to sacrifice. Because the shit ain't gonna slide. You better get together and find out who the fuck you about to sacrifice. Somebody wanted it to be when they know that your time is up on this earth or something like this, so you couldn't even take the fruits of your labor or whatever was left and enjoy the rest of your life. But again, the person probably wouldn't even earn it. Excuse me, if somebody like me was supposed to die. The reason why they hide and they so scared is because somebody ain't. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me, guys. I'm making Canada dry. It's not my fucking time. It's not gonna be my time to go. It's a good thing that these people was able to enjoy their life, sneak around, fuck around, whatever they was doing, all these orgies, all this shit, and all these meetings and shit. Like, it's a good thing you got the experience.